What's going on to all of my Geminis out there? So let's get into it. I want to say I thank you all. I thank you to the Geminis and all the other zodiac signs because y'all have been running these views up. Really appreciate it. Y'all have been smashing the like button, smashing the subscribe button. Really appreciate you. Even starting to get reacquainted with some people that I lost touch with. So you Geminis have the Eight of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Tower, the Fool, the World card, the Page of Swords, the Sun. You have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Okay, pretty solid read. So, okay, so for you Geminis, right? Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. So, someone's, slow down. The Eight of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Tower is someone is trying to come on in after just getting out themselves out of a relationship. And when I say they just got themselves out of a relationship, I mean they just got themselves out of a relationship. I mean a few days. They could have even have potentially they they had physical intimacy with a person a few days ago, find themselves trying to holler at you. Wow. Because the tower is not just about breakups or, tremendously destructive things happening. No, not necessarily. The tower can also represent intimacy too, if you catch my drift. The Eight of Cups represents obviously them walking away. Look at it. Them walking away from what? Them walking away from a relationship. That's why the Eight of Cups is there. The Six of Wands represents them destroying that bridge, so to speak, where it's not working anymore. It didn't work anymore between themselves and their significant other. So their significant other and themselves decided to break. Maybe they may not have necessarily wanted to break, but their significant other wouldn't take them back. And a tower is they potentially either went through a breakup where they didn't get any intimacy, or they may have gotten intimacy and that they walked away from, or the person sent them off as some sort of last present, just before they walk away. Any one of those three, right? The tower in the world represents what you should do is to ghost them, leave them be, because there is nothing there is nothing that can essentially make up for this. If you get with these people, they're going to get worse. The circumstances is going to get worse for you. Why? Because you're hanging out with people who are that off that they can have physical intimacy a few days and then meet you and just get themselves out of a relationship a few days. This is why I suggest, if you're a beginner and you're not very experienced, take at least a month off, take at least 30 days off. Why a month? Because all that time you got to let it takes 1 week to break a habit. It takes 3 weeks to form a new one. So 1 week to break the habit, 3 other weeks afterwards to form the new habit of getting comfortable being by yourselves or being single. The fool is that you don't want all those responsibilities, because this person is a headache and a half to get with this person and to be with this person. First and foremost, this person is a very untrustworthy person. So you're not going to be able to get with this person for a very long period of time because this person is too dysfunctional in the first place. And what the Fool is saying is save yourself the problem of being with this person. It's not worth your time and it's not worth your effort. It's a waste of your time. Then you have the World. The World card right here represents this being a situation for you where, you need to understand that what's happening here is you being you still have a lot of other people whom you can date, who you can kick it with. The whole world is approximately what, 7 billion people, quote unquote, approximately, right? Don't quote me on that exact number, but it's saying how, and with the Fool, no less, right? It's saying how you Gemini shouldn't be so worried about if you're going to get someone new. It's a matter of picking the right person, the ideal person. The ideal person is not about, it's not about only money, it's not about only looks, it's not about only height and stuff like this. It's about being well-rounded. What caliber is that person? I say this all the time, decency. And I got a video coming up talking about the reason why a cult is mainstream, but I also have another video coming up about why I'm qualified to talk about this. And in the video, I kind of give y'all bits and pieces as to why. So stay tuned and watch that video coming up. Those next couple of videos coming up after this batch of videos, you'll you know you'll know what I'm talking about. But the Page of Swords is that it also represents, if you're looking to build something with someone, it can't be combative. This person is trying to fight you and do all this other stuff. The Sun and the Knight of Wands, it represents how it has to be organic. It has to be something where you Geminis are at your most joyful yourselves with yourself, at your singlehood, because you have these different attributes. Financially, you good. Mentally, you good. You're getting some good sleep. I just bought some sheets or whatever the case may be, so I can upgrade the quality of my sleep and stuff like this, because sleep is important. All of these things, your personal health is important. Being in a relationship is not just about being in a relationship with somebody else. It's also about being in a relationship with yourself before you meet that person that you are compatible with, or one of the people that you are compatible with, right? So make sure that your mental health is on point. Make sure that your emotions is under control. Make sure that you are getting good quality sleep, right? Deep sleep. Make sure that you're drinking enough water, you're getting exercise. Make sure that your finances are good. Make sure that things between your family is good. If things can't be good between yourself and your family, make sure that at least your friendship is good, or your work relationship, people, the relationship that you have with people who you go to work with is good. All of that, because the people who you work with kind of becomes like your second family to a certain extent. All of those people. The Knight of Wands is that make sure that these people aren't bringing BS to your life. Every time they come in, there's always some sort of misfortune and jinx and all types of I was about to say something else. All the types of stuff happening. The Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Make sure you take your time when it comes to getting to know somebody. Forget it. I'm gonna make a video about that. When it comes to getting to know somebody, a person cannot show you their value, their entire value, all in a couple of minutes. That's impossible. The only type of people who get caught up with that are people who are tricks. That's the reason why they got to hurry up and pay in the first place, is because they're trying to show, because what a trick does is that a trick tries to pay you know who to get out of the game with the money. And the money over the course of time will be able to pay for them to get out of the game, because it'll be a course of money. It's money over the course of a long period of time. So any good is saving that money. What a trick is trying to do is they're trying to pay so that the can be financially stable, and to also, or I should say, and or also show that they are financially stable so that they can come marry them. Now, what am I saying? What does it have to do with anything? What this has to deal with it is, again, tricks get themselves into a situation where they're hurrying up to try to prove, to try to show what their value is. Look, here's my value. Take this. And it's like value doesn't work that way. It's like anything that's valuable, anything that's an asset, you have to see the growth and the development of it over the course of time. You will have times where it goes sideways and it falls and it rises up. But when it rises up, it goes up higher than even the dip was, right? Then it falls again, but not to down here. Then it goes up again. But this is what it is that you call value. So a person who tries to hurry up to show their value, that's not good. And then you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is when those types of people who run game on you, you got to understand those are people who you shouldn't even be wasting your time, because it's not really game. It's not really game. And if it is, and most of the times I should say, and the times when it is game, it's really people who you really shouldn't be taking seriously anyway. Because what type of indecent individual runs game on another person knowing that that's what it is that they're doing? Most of the people who you think is running game is not actually running game. They're mentally messed up is what's going on. And that the games comes from what you didn't know, but you know before you, if you've made it this far, what the games come from is the lack of mental clarity because of the fact that they're suffering from a mental problem. So that's why it seems like it's all confusing. It's all confusing because these people are confused mentally themselves. Let's clarify. Let's clarify the King of Swords. Let's clarify the King of Swords. Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Wands represents this person shouldn't be bringing mischief into your life. That's one of the ways on how you can tell the person is real from if the person you shouldn't even be taken seriously. The Three of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, is nothing. If you it's saying that you got to learn how to pick people better. We all do, right? We all do. But if you don't, it's a lot of heartbreak in this thing for you. Why? Because there's nothing behind them. There's nothing behind their eyes but heartbreak and confusion. That's why it is, right? But that's why it is. Sorry. That's why it is that I ask, is there such thing as game in the first place? And are they running game? The Queen of Pentacles represents this being a situation for you where you got to look for someone who is caring, not overbearing and smothering, but caring. Someone who legitimately cares about you. But that's pretty much it. Excuse me. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to get this channel to 2,100 subs. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Would really appreciate it if you did. Peace.